Choppy trade. That's the phrase that I'd use to describe the stock market's action today. Hello and welcome. You're watching Markets Today on Business Today TV. I'm Sashi Batra, and on this show, we discuss everything that you should know about the stock market action today. Throughout the day, how the day went by in terms of stocks and the sectors that were in focus, and what can you really expect as we move forward into a next week. Well, first up, we started off on a very, very high volatile note and we ended the same as well. Through the day, it was a lot of choppiness that we witnessed. The market swinging between and the benchmark indices and the stocks and the sectors all swinging above and below that flat line through the session as well. Towards the closing of the session, we did see the Sensex slightly, pulling itself higher above that flat line to close the day at 58,803, down about 36 odd points. The Nifty was down just mere 4 points in trade today. In fact, 17,539 was the closing level seen. It was down by 0.02%. The Nifty Bank was up by almost 0.3% in trade. The biggest gainer on the index was ITC, and the biggest loser was BPCL. ITC was up by almost 2% in trade today to touch a 52-week high level of 323 rupees per share. The best sector today was definitely FMCG, and the worst sector today was the Nifty Energy Index as well. Now, including some of the other highlights, the auto sectors and the auto stocks slipped following mixed sales for August, say, for example, Hero and Maruti Suzuki, Tata Motors, they all fell about 1% in trade. Whereas Eicher Motors rose on the back of robust sales in the month of August for Royal Enfield. Metal stocks declined amid the falling global prices. Hindalco was down to 2% as well. Sri Cement, if you talk about, that was down 2% on the Nifty exclusion. Adani rose by 4% on the Nifty inclusion as well. And apart from this, you saw ONGC that remained under pressure on the falling oil rates. The stock was down 2% in trade. Talk about Astral Poly, India Mart, Sun TV, HAL, and even UBL. These were the top mid cap gainers. On the other hand, Coromandel International, HPCL, Concor, SRF, Nippon Life, these were the top mid cap losers in trade today. Now, the market breadth definitely was favoring the bears in today's trading session. We did see that the mid cap index, in fact, underperformed the markets overall. 0.3% of a decline was seen for that one. So, beneath the surface, there was, more pain that was being seen across the board, be it the small cap or the mid cap stocks as well. In fact, Sensex gave up all of its day's gains or most of its day's gains to close the day just flat above only 36 odd points in today's trading session. Apart from this, we also saw that the markets were reacting or were nervous with the report suggesting that perhaps this year's GDP may not cross that 7% initial expectations mark as well. Remember, the RBI, the finance ministry, and several other agencies have put in a forecast of 7% growth for India's economy in this year. But SBI report today suggesting a 6.8% growth for Indian economy following the Q1 GDP data that was below expectations as well. That's raised some concerns, and that was one reason that spoilt the mood for Indian investors in today's trading session. But one stock that kept the shareholders, investors' confidence high was definitely the FMCG giant ITC that touched a 52-week high level today. And in fact, the stock has been on a roll. We've seen about a 48-50% of a jump in this year, in the last 6 months of this calendar year as well. So that's the kind of move that you're seeing. Some experts do believe there could be some further potential of stock rising to over 400 kind of levels. It right now stands at 323 kind of levels as well. So with that, I wrap up this report or market wrap for you. But there'll be a whole lot more information on the stock markets and business world right up next for you. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned on to Business Today TV and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.